This is my Chinese fan at Lotus Leaf. Hey, 你好吗? Welcome to my Chinatown Master Technique Show. In China, we often greet each other by saying, "Have you eaten your rice yet?" 你食咗飯未啊? In southern China, rice is a part of everyday life. Today, it is going to be part of yours. Making rice is easy once you know how. Now we'll rise to the occasion. Rice is actually the most common staple in the world. It is cultivated in every continent on this planet, feeding almost half the population on Earth. Now today, I'm going to show you how to do a savory glutinous rice in this Lotus Leaf, my fan. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is marinate your meat. Savory meat. That means you can use any meat or any seafood. Now, you probably have heard of the Dragon Boat Festival, the Zhong. When they do Zhong, they use raw meat and salted duck egg and raw rice soak, okay? Here, I have all of these. And the next thing I'm going to show you is we're going to quickly stir fry all our savory ingredient, okay? First, I have a tiny bit of oil. Don't use too much, okay? Let's put them all together, okay? And then put this in. Now, if you want this to be a little more tasty, this is what I'm going to add. Look at this. A tiny bit of 5-spice powder, okay? Tiny bit of 5-spice powder to get that flavor, which is made from star anise, clove, fennel, Sichuan peppercorn. Put them all together. Oh, you don't want to overcook them, okay? You just want to toss them around because we're going to steam them for an hour or so. When this is all nice and ready, we're going to put the other savory ingredient. I have some water chestnut, mushroom, shiitake mushroom, and carrot. Put them all in here. Give texture. It's like a one-dish meal. Oh, beautiful. You want a tiny bit more color to it. Hey, by all means, tiny bit of soy sauce. Oh, and a tiny bit of white pepper. And a tiny bit of broth. Oh, look at this. Make sure. Savory. Why I'm stir frying this? It doesn't take too long to cook because, as I said, you don't have to do it 100% because we're going to have to steam it again. Then finally, we'll put some pine nuts there. This is pine nut. You can use any nuts, okay? Beautiful. Hey. Now we're going to let it cool down a little bit. Let it cool down a little bit here in this. Now, as I said, this is about 50% cooked, okay? And I'm going to, but it's very savory. I'm going to put this right over here. Let it cool down a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to show you something that I and myself get confused quite often. How many variety of rice, how many different type of rice available in the world? I was told over 4,000 variety of wild rice and rice cultivated or either by men or in the wild, either cultivated or in the wild. Now look at this. Everybody love long grain rice because if you go to Chinese restaurant, this is what you have to make fried rice, and the bowl of rice is normally long grain rice in most Chinese restaurants. Right next to this long grain rice is a sticky brown rice. Brown rice is very healthy because the rice hull is not removed. There's a lot of vitamin and mineral. And this is the Japanese sticky rice. This is the Japanese sticky rice. That means it is a short grain rice. And this is Bhutanese rice. This is red. And this is sweet rice, also called short grain rice. In Japan, they call sweet rice. And this is the sweet rice glutinous rice flour. This is organic long. And this is Thai sweet long. And this is the purple rice. Oh, everybody know basmati rice. And of course, you know, this, if you live in Canada, this is the Saskatchewan organic Canadian wild. When you cook them, they expend 4 times as much, 4 times the volume. Japonica, this is originally developed in Japan. And this is arboreal. Oh, this is risotto is made with this. And this is what they call the pecan rice. I was told, if you try all the rice, and never tried the pecan rice, once you try the pecan rice, you'll love it so much you don't want to eat any other rice, believe it or not. Now, of course, all of these, besides all of these, you have the baby basmati rice. Look at this, how little baby this is. This baby basmati rice. This is the Thai jasmine rice, very popular in Thai restaurant. Now, this is the last one. This is the Chinese forbidden rice, and you are forbidden to eat because this rice is originally cultivated for the emperor in the Forbidden City. So, and it's supposed to be promote good health. In different culture and different cuisine, all variety of rice are ground into rice powder and make a variety of dishes. So next, we'll finish our savory glutinous rice in lotus leaf. I think all of these savory ingredients has cooled down. So we are ready to make this savory glutinous rice in lotus leaf. The first thing you do is, always remember to soak your glutinous rice for at least 2 hours, okay? So they rehydrate and soak up enough water so when it's steamed, it's very, very easy to cook. You can even soak it overnight, okay? That's even better. Shake this. Now, we'll set it aside. We'll show you how to fold it, okay? Here, you have a lotus leaf. Now, you notice that most of the lotus leaf that you buy nowadays is dry. So sometimes they got holes like this. See this? This is a little hole. So what you do is you push this way. You see this? You push it this way. Push it this way so the hole is gone. See? And then what you do is you put a tiny bit of rice. I'm going to get a ladle or spatula here. Put some rice right over here. Okay? Put some rice on the bottom. And then I put the savory ingredient right on top. Oh, a lot of them. Look at this. And then I put more rice on top. Okay? Now, of course, it depends on how big a tamale you want to make, how big a lotus, savory lotus wrap you want to make. You can even put some extra pieces of ingredient right here if you want. And then you fold it. Fold it this way. Okay? Perfect squares. Fold it in. And fold it in. And then push it down. Fold it in. And then do it like an envelope. When you open and turn it to the other side, it looks beautiful, like that. Look at that. Isn't it cute? And then, see this? And then what we'll do is, we'll put it over here and let it steam, okay? Let it steam over high heat for at least an hour, okay? And the flatter it is, the easier to cook. So it doesn't have to go through so much steam. The steam doesn't have to take too long to cook. Now, in the meantime, while I'm steaming this, I want to show you a couple of things, okay? All the rice, you can make it into either savory or sweet. Look at this. This is the very, very famous Shanghai egg treasure rice, 八宝饭. There is 8 different color, glutinous rice steam, and then when you serve it, you put it a tiny bit of syrup, pink syrup, right on top and serve as a dessert. Look how beautiful this is. And you cut it up eat it like a birthday cake. And this is the same thing except a smaller individual portion. And then you can brown it. You can pan fry it on both sides. So it looks a little bit different. This is steam and then pan fry. This is the little Vietnamese zhong, the real Vietnamese tamale. Okay? Here is the rice cake. That means we got pine nuts and savory stuff inside. So that means you can actually prepare a meal out of it. And this is zhong. During Dragon Boat Festival, you have the sweet zhong. You also have the savory zhong. When you cut it open, they got all the savory ingredient right here. Now, talking about sweet and savory, you can also use the rice to cook with lotus seed and also red bean and black rice to make a sweet rice soup as a dessert too. This is wonderful. And all of these you can make with rice. Now, there's another thing that I'll quickly show you. This is how you do it. This is the zhong. You put one piece of these and one piece of these lotus. This is not lotus. This is actually bamboo leaf. You put 3 pieces, one on another. You push it down and you get some rice. put some rice right over here, put some rice right over here. Look at that. And then you put some savory ingredient right over here. To make the zhong, means Chinese tamale. And then you put a tiny bit more rice right on top again. And then after that, you put one piece of these and wrap this up like this, okay? And wrap this up like that, wrap this up, fold it in, push it down, fold it in, and push it down. You know what? You have a beautiful tamale like that. Then you can wrap it up and you can steam it, okay? We're going to save this for breakfast tomorrow, okay? In the meantime, I think the one that I've been steaming for an hour and 15 minutes, I think it's ready. I'm going to take it out. Oh, look at that. This is ready. All we have to do is hold on to this and put it right over here and let us cut it open. This is how you do it. You cut it open like this. When you serve it, cut it open. Cut it open. Cut this open. It looks so beautiful. And then, look at this. This is the wonderful, savory, glutinous rice in lotus leaf. Let us get ready. Marinate my shrimp for my next tangy shrimp top of sizzling rice. Okay? Salt, cornstarch. Always remember to use a tiny bit of cornstarch. Help to seal the juice, give that nice shiny glaze, velvety texture. Okay. Set it aside. Okay? And then we'll get some bamboo shoot. Slice some bamboo shoot. Cut this way. And then cut an angle. Cut an angle. So what you have is a diamond cut like this. Beautiful diamond cut like this. You see this? And I put this right over here. That's all the bamboo shoot we need. And then we'll also cut some wonderful bell pepper. Once again, okay, make sure to get rid of all the seeds. And then you cut this up, trim this. If you're truly a gourmet cook, you trim this, you see? Trim this, it looks much nicer after you trim it. Then you cut this up into little strips like this. And then you cut an angle, 45 degree. 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree. And then you have beautiful diamond cuts, okay? And then now we are ready to cook. It depends on whether you like color contrast. If you like color contrast, hey, no big deal. Get some nice green onion to give color and flavor contrast. In the meantime, let us get a tiny bit of oil right over here. Stir this. Garlic and ginger. Okay, garlic and ginger. And then shrimp. Everybody know when the shrimp is done because it turned pink. Saute. These are smaller shrimp. And then put all the other wonderful ingredients. Bamboo shoot, chili, and red pepper, and green onion. Give color contrast. And then put a tiny bit of seafood broth or regular broth. I would like to make a little bit more sauce this time, okay? Well, might as well more. And a tiny bit of soy sauce just for the taste of it, okay? And then, of course, a tiny bit of chili garlic sauce. This is a wonderful dish when you make tangy shrimp with a sizzling rice, okay? And then, of course, a lot of ketchup. Chinese chef and Chinese homemaker nowadays borrow a lot of ingredient from the West. When I was growing up, I never used this, but this is so wonderful. Put a tiny bit of sugar. Very nice. Now, the final touch of this, you see the final touch of this ingredient, the flavoring ingredient, is this fermented. This is fermented rice. Smell like alcohol. Let me taste. Very nice. Slightly sweet, tastes like alcohol. Rice wine, glutinous rice. Then put a tiny bit of this. 2 tablespoons. And then, you know what? We're going to slightly thicken this up. You don't want to overcook any of these things, okay? You definitely do not want to overcook. Look at the amount of sauce I have here, because I'm going to have the sizzling effect. This is wonderful. Never, never overcook. Slightly thicken this up. Beautiful. Slightly thicken this up. Very nice. Very heavy, garlicky, and a lot of sauce. Now, the final step, the rice crust. This is the leftover crust in my rice pot when I cook rice in a clay pot. And then I have some hot oil. Let me make sure this is nice and ready. Look at this. The oil is ready for deep fry. So we're going to put this in. Everybody take a quick look how beautiful this is. Nice. Oh, why I'm getting deep fry this? You know what I'm going to do? This is done. I'm going to show you how to plate this. This is going to be marvelous, nice and golden brown. Look at how beautiful. Nice and golden brown like this. And I put it right here. Look at this. Now, why do you call sizzling rice? Listen very carefully. Whoa! This is what you call sizzling rice. Now look at this. What we have here is a wonderful tangy shrimp topped over sizzling rice. You know what? I've been cooking a lot of rice. This is rice that's almost cooked, get cooked. Almost I've been cooking for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to show you how to make seafood clay pot rice. I'm cooking the rice in a clay pot. Look at this. You see the crater hole? That means the rice is almost ready. And then you cover it up and let it steam for another 18 to 20 minutes. But since I'm doing seafood clay pot rice, I'm going to have some seafood. Okay. Here I have some fish. See, this is the fish. And I have some shrimp. Lettuce, marinated with a tiny bit of cornstarch and salt and white pepper. Okay? And then I'm going to lay all of these together. Okay? Also a tiny bit of mushroom, so fresh shiitake mushroom. Okay? And then look at this, it's getting ready. It smells so good. The rice has a very delicate flavor, a fragrance when you smell it. Okay? Now, this is what I'm going to do. I have also put a tiny bit of green onion and garlic and ginger. Mix them all up to flavor this too. Okay? And then you see the Chinese sausage here. I'm going to use the Chinese sausage. I'm going to lay out some extra Chinese sausage. Because when I cook the rice, I already have a couple slices of Chinese sausage here to add that flavor. I'm going to put this Chinese sausage like this. And then I'm going to lay out the fish on the side. Okay? Beautiful fish fillet. Okay? Wonderful fish. I love it. And then have some shrimp. Okay? Some shrimp. And you know what else I'm going to use? Of course, mushroom. Mushroom. Okay? And then the last thing is the mussel. Beautiful mussel. Like this. I lay them all out. So when it's cooked, they open up like this. Beautiful. Very nice. This is all we need. Okay? And then we let it simmer for a little while. Now, extra flavoring. Tiny bit of these. Chili sauce and a tiny bit of chicken broth and ketchup and soy sauce. Mix them all up. Of course, this is Chinese olive. We'll put a tiny bit of, couple pieces of Chinese olive. If you don't have it, use oil cube olive, okay? This, a little juice of the olive. That would be really nice. I put the sauce right on top and let it simmer. This is such a beautiful dish. Everybody can do this at home. You see? Very, very simple. Let's get rid of these and get rid of these. And now we cover this up. Here I have let it steam. I have a twin here. I've been cooking this for almost 18 minutes. Simmer for 18 minutes. Look at this. everything is opened up beautifully. You got the mussel, the shrimp, the olive, the sausage, and the fish, all the wonderful sauce. Now, some of you probably do not believe. From this little humble rice, how can you make so many different dishes? For the Chinese, for the gourmets, the Chinese can make maybe hundreds of rice dishes out of this little humble rice, long grain rice. Give an example. Here, let's look at this first, okay? Here, we have some wonderful egg with ground meat with a lot of vegetable. Very nice. Let us keep it for myself. And here, we have Chinese sausage and chicken, green onion, and shiitake mushroom. Now, this is some of my childhood favorite. When I was growing up, my mother always get this for me. This is the rice crust. You see this? This is a burned rice on the bottom, like this. And then I put some tea right on top. Oh, look at this. This is wonderful. You know what? I'm making a rice tea with some rice crust. Is so beautiful. And then this is a wonderful, like a little snack, okay? And then when this is ready, we're going to take it over here and we're going to serve these, put over here. And I want to show you all the other rice crackers and rice cake and rice cookie. Everything is made from rice. And here we have seafood clay pot rice. You know, study shows that the world's population gets 20% of our energy and 13% of our protein from rice. So, have you eaten your rice today? One thing for sure, if Yan can cook rice, so can everybody. 再见。